The Senate will please come to order. As we begin this afternoon, I do want to take a moment to welcome 7th and 8th grade students from the Williston Central School Summit House, the Mansfield and Killington groups. Thank you for joining us today and serving as Lieutenant Governor for a day. We will begin this afternoon with a devotional exercise conducted by Reverend Herbert Hatch II from Old Brick Church of East Montpelier, who I believe we're just waiting for. Hopefully he is in the waiting room. Give him a moment. We'll give him a moment to join us. Good afternoon, Reverend. Good afternoon, Reverend.
He's having technical issues.
Our Reverend, I believe, is having technical issues. And I think the best thing maybe to do is to reschedule. And we can hopefully have him tomorrow or later in the week or next week. So we'll move to announcements.
We'll do a moment of silence anyway.
And that's good. Yes, let's take a moment of silence. Excuse me that we're sort of jumping around here this morning. We will begin this afternoon, with a moment of silence. Thank you. Okay, are there any announcements this afternoon? Seeing none, we'll move to Senate bills for introduction.
I believe there is.
Excuse me.
There's a senator with her hand up.
I believe, is that Senator Pearson? Yes, the senator from Chittenden is recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Sorry to be disorganized. I just wanted to note for senators a rather solemn threshold. If you're anything like me, you'll check the COVID dashboard periodically, and it's just been updated, and I've learned that we've passed our 500th death as a state, actually 507 now. So while we just had a moment of silence, I guess I would ask colleagues for a moment to reflect on this rather gloomy threshold and hold all those families and our communities in our hearts.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you.
Are there any additional announcements? Okay, we will move to Senate bills for introduction. I believe we have a few today. S-273, an act relating to amending a birth certificate to reflect gender identity, introduced by Senator Bray and others. Please listen to the first reading of S-273.
S-273, an act relating to amending a birth certificate to reflect gender identity.
You've heard the first reading, and the bill is referred to the Committee on Health and Welfare. S-274, an act relating to joint meetings of town and village legislative bodies, introduced by Senator Parent. Please listen to the first reading of S-274.
S-274, an act relating to joint meetings of town and village legislative bodies.
You've heard the first reading, and the bill is referred to the Committee on Government Operations. S-275, an act relating to providing adoptees with access to adoption agency records, introduced by Senator Pearson and others. Please listen to the first reading of S-275.
S-275, an act relating to providing adoptees with access to adoption agency records.
You've heard the first reading, and the bill is referred to the Committee on Judiciary. S-276, an act relating to requirements for drivers who are elders to renew operators' licenses, introduced by Senator McDonald. Please listen to the first reading of S-276.
S-276, an act relating to requirements for drivers who are elders to renew operators' licenses.
You've heard the first reading, and the bill is referred to the Committee on Transportation. S-277, an act relating to motor vehicle efficiency feebates, introduced by Senator McDonald. Please listen to the first reading of S-277.
S-277, an act relating to motor vehicle efficiency feebates.
You've heard the first reading, and the bill is referred to the Committee on Transportation. S-278, an act relating to airport expansion and primary agricultural soil mitigation, introduced by Senators Parent and Brock. Please listen to the first reading of S-278.
S-278, an act relating to airport expansion and primary agricultural soil mitigation.
You've heard the first reading, and the bill is referred to the Committee on Natural Resources and Energy. And finally, for today, S-279, an act relating to inadmissibility of statements gained by the use of deception by law enforcement during a custodial interrogation, introduced by Senator Ron Hinsdale. Please listen to the first reading of S-279.
S-279, an act relating to inadmissibility of statements gained by the use of deception by law enforcement during a custodial interrogation.
You've heard the first reading, and the bill is referred to the Committee on Judiciary. There are no orders of the day today, as I understand, so I believe we are ready for an adjournment motion for this brief session.
Thank you, Madam President. Pending announcements, I move that the Senate stand in adjournment until January 20th at 1 p.m.
The senator from Windham has moved that, subject to any announcements, the Senate do adjourn until Thursday, January 20th at 1 p.m. Are there any announcements? The senator from Bennington is recognized. Senator Campion.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate Education will meet at 1:30.
Thank you. The senator from Addison is recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate Natural Resources and Energy will meet tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Thank you. The senator from Washington is recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate Finance will meet at 1:30.
Thank you. The senator from Windham is recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate Government Operations will meet at 1:30.
Thank you. The senator from Caledonia, Senator Benning, is recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate institutions will meet at 1:30. We have a full schedule, so please be prompt.
Thank you. The senator from Windsor is recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. And of course, it's Wednesday. We may lose track of this. And if we were all together and under normal circumstances, I'd be standing up, letting you know what Farmers' Night was going to be tonight and encouraging you all to come. And sadly, we've had to cancel Farmers' Night 2022. We had a fabulous season lined up for your pleasure and the public's pleasure. And it is really with great sadness that we have decided to really basically fully program next year because we're not going to do this year. So I know you're all deeply upset. Our launch would have been the 40th Army Band tonight, and we could have all done with an hour of the 40th Army Band playing their best. So it is with deep regret, I have to announce that Farmers' Night 2022 is canceled.
Thank you, Senator. Are there any additional announcements? I do have an announcement on behalf of the Committee on Committees. I'm pleased to share that Senator Baruth of Chittenden has been appointed to the Joint Fiscal Committee. Seeing no further announcements, the senator from Wyndham has moved the Senate adjourn until Thursday, January 20th at 1 p.m. Are you ready for the question? Kindly unmute. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and the Senate stands adjourned until Thursday,